Government business, laying of papers. The Honorable Minister of Finance, Economic Planning and Decentralization to lay at the table the Economic and Fiscal Policy Statement 2026.
Leader. Local government.
Right Honorable Speaker, I beg to present the papers standing on my name under item 3 of the order paper. Mr. Speaker, sir, thank you.
Thank you, Minister of Local Government. Sergeant at Arms. Honourable Minister, do you wish to speak to your papers?
No, Right Honourable Speaker.
Thank you. You have to move that we push it to the Budget Committee.
Right Honourable Speaker, I therefore beg to move that report be referred to the Budget Committee of Parliament. I beg to move, Right Honourable Speaker.
Honourable members, we have a motion. The motion is that the report be referred to the Budget and Finance Committee. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary view say no. The ayes have it and the motion is carried.
Adjournment formalities. The Honourable Leader of Opposition to deliver his adjournment remarks, to be followed by the Honourable Leader of the House to move the adjournment sine die motion.
Honourable Leader of Opposition.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I stand before you today when this House, Mr. Speaker, sir, is to officially adjourn sine die for the next meeting, which will be for the budget deliberations sometime around February next year. Mr. Speaker, sir, I stood here exactly 30 days ago responding to the SONA delivered by the State President, Professor Peter Mutharika, and subsequently opposition, those in this House responding to the budget statement presented by Minister of Finance and Economic Reforms. If honourable members of this House go back into my SONA response and subsequently my interviews with the media institutions, Mr. Speaker, sir, they will still find what I'm presenting this afternoon. However, Mr. Speaker, sir, when I stood in this August House responding to the SON delivered by the State President, I raised quite a number of pertinent issues. Mr. Speaker, sir, let me indicate that from day one we took oath to become leader of opposition. We said we are going to have to be a very responsible opposition, providing checks and balances. Mr. Speaker, sir, some of the issues that I raised during my SONA response were the following. That time we asked whether government had an economic recovery plan addressing the economic woes affecting the country. We also asked why government was prioritizing procuring maize from foreign countries when Malawians or Malawian farmers had enough stock to satisfy the demand. We also asked that particular time, Mr. Speaker, sir, on the secondary education free fees and why the boarding part was not taken care of. That time, Mr. Speaker, sir, we also asked the government on issues of arresting and re-arresting people disregarding the court bills. Mr. Speaker, sir, that time, we also asked why public officers got dismissed without following legal procedures, for example, dismissing people whose contracts were still running. Mr. Speaker, sir, we also talked about the youth employment and issues to do with promotions. I'm happy, Mr. Speaker, sir, that as we are adjourning sign die, some of these critical questions have been answered and well explained by the relevant authorities, while others remain unanswered. Mr. Speaker, sir, we don't expect that in 3 months into DPP government, that the government would have done everything, but at least a signal that things will start working soon is what Malawians are looking for out there. As a responsible opposition, we are giving government a space to prove to Malawians that they will make a good government in the next 5 years. Mr. Speaker, sir, we are adjourning the House sign die today with hope that government will implement a clear economic recovery plan to help addressing the myriad economic challenges Malawians are facing. Mr. Speaker, sir, as we are adjourning sign die today, Malawians are looking forward to the clarity on how the free secondary education will be financed, as boarding fees, which take a larger part of secondary associated fees, remain unabolished. Mr. Speaker, as we are adjourning sign die today, the public servants are yet to understand why they are having their salaries and wages cut and reduced due to the new tax measures that have left them with very hopeless and robbing them the buying power. This, Mr. Speaker, sir, requires the Honorable Minister of Finance and his team to go around across the country to explain to Malawians about the new tax measures for people's understanding. Mr. Speaker, sir, taxation on bet is yet another area that needs to be explained further. You may recall that betting has also resulted in too many unexplained deaths, as those losing always took short measures to deal with the loss by killing themselves. With these new tax measures, Mr. Speaker, sir, those winning on bets and lotteries might start fearing government. Mr. Speaker, sir, their understanding is that they bet alone and lose alone. But when they bet and win, it means they win together with government. Mr. Speaker, sir, this needs more civic education amongst many unemployed youths whose income now comes from betting. Mr. Speaker, sir, there is need to have a robust civic education to avoid misunderstandings, as if government doesn't care or sympathize with its own citizens. Mr. Speaker, sir, we are adjourning sign die today, but rain has come in almost all areas across the country, but our farmers are yet to receive and access fertilizers and farm inputs. This, Mr. Speaker, sir, is an indication of future hunger and food insecurity. Mr. Speaker, sir, the truth is that before we harvest in the next growing season, we have already lost that harvest. Mr. Speaker, sir, as opposition, we would like or would request and remind the government to fast-track the processes of issuing out and delivering farm inputs to farmers, and more especially those that have already been planted, so that we harvest more next year to avoid this future hunger. Mr. Speaker, sir, any government that gambles with agriculture, especially farming, should be mindful that that action would lead to food insecurity. Mr. Speaker, sir, if Malawi is to heal economically, we need to seriously invest in agricultural productivity and modern farming techniques, and hope that the responsible ministry is doing all they can to ensure improved food productivity in the next harvesting season. Mr. Speaker, sir, we need a production-based budget and a well-defined financial plan which will help us not to continue buying expensive maize from our neighbors, leaving behind our farmers disempowered without any farm input to support their agricultural activities. Mr. Speaker, sir, once we empower the local farmers, then we are assured of cheaper and low-cost produce that eventually addresses hunger and food insecurity. Malawi can become a food basket for Africa only if we properly invest in agriculture sector. Mr. Speaker, sir, this government, I'm talking of the DBB government, has a chance to prove to Malawians that you can do it. And remember that any government is given a mandate of 5 years to deliver, and then it gets assessed whether it has performed or not. If the answer will not be satisfactory to many Malawians, people will be looking for another government to come in 2030 that can employ their children, promote workers, give them farm inputs, and indeed incentivize their actions with business-friendly tax measures. My advice, therefore, is that please handle Malawians with a political care. Mr. Speaker, sir, time in politics flies so fast. Very soon, in some few years to come, we'll be accountable to our actions, and during that time, if we haven't done well, Malawians will speak and look for signals. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to draw people's attention to the eulogy by one of the greatest sons of Africa, Honorable Julius Seo Malema, during Mama Winnie Mandela's funeral, where he asked for a signal. Mr. Speaker, sir, time will come in the future when we will be asking Mother Malawi to give us a signal whether servants have enjoyed their hard work, and indeed whether their meagre salaries and wages will continue being sliced into hopeless take-home. During that time, Malawians will need Mother Malawi to give them a signal. Mr. Speaker, sir, depending on what government will do, Malawians will ask Mother Malawi to give them a signal whether graduating youths will have gotten employed and whether their own government will not deny them right to employment. Mr. Speaker, sir, Malawians can't ask these questions now because we understand this government has been in government for only 3 months. But 3 years from now, Malawians will need Mother Malawi to give them a signal whether workers were motivated and that their own government was not denying them a right to promotion. Mr. Speaker, sir, Malawians will need a signal on how businesses would have grown their own, but when their own government was introducing difficult tax measures like the corporate companies tax, where we are charging 40%, and whether their profits would have grown up or would have been chewing their ability to produce more and grow their investment. But for today, Mr. Speaker, sir, the signals Malawians are asking for are not many. They are looking for tangible program for our farmers. They are asking Mother Malawi to give them a signal as when will our farmers start accessing agricultural loans at NIF. If that signal is given, then they will be assured of bumper harvest next year. Mr. Speaker, sir, some might think that my speech is just a mere dream. Mr. Speaker, sir, just like the late Martin Luther King Jr. had a dream way back in 1960s, I also have a dream today. That Mother Malawi can give us a signal of a good Malawi where no one could be dismissed at work because of their ethnicity or home of their origins. A Malawi where everyone could be treated equally. A Malawi when that dream, Mr. Speaker, sir, is realized, Malawi, Mother Malawi will give us a Malawian signal of one Malawi, one people, and one nation. Mr. Speaker, sir, in this beautiful dream, just as Lady Bingu had a dream, Malawi will rise above party politics, and that consideration on any matter will not be based on creed, region, language, and or religion. And that any future government will not think that controlling officers in MDAs should all come from one tribe or one religion. Mr. Speaker, sir, a dream many Malawians have is of a new Malawi that respects the rule of law and administrative justice, where arrests and arrests will not be politically motivated, where Malawians will enjoy equal rights and fundamental principles of human rights, and where young people's active participation on economic activities will be embraced at all levels. Mr. Speaker, sir, it is everyone's dream to have Malawi where fuel queues will not be physically present and where Malawi will not be experiencing perpetual blackouts. A Malawi which will not lack food because it will be producing enough for consumption and export. Mr. Speaker, sir, Malawi where smallholder farmers will get a universal farm input subsidy than the targeted ones. And indeed, Malawi, who shall become the food basket for Africa and beyond. Mr. Speaker, sir, if the above dreams cannot be achieved by DPP government within the next 5 years, then the next MCP government in 2030 will achieve this. Mr. Speaker, sir, Mr. Speaker, sir, in the spirit of one Malawi, one people, and one nation, Mr. Speaker, sir, I need to be protected, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir.
Order, order, order. Order. Order to my right, order to my left.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Honour members. Honour members. Nkata Besentro.
Mr. Speaker, sir.
Nkata Besentro. Nkata Besentro. Nkata Besentro.
Mr.
Please
Speaker,
stand.
sir.
Can I please have order? How are you,
Speaker,
sir? How are you, sir?
Mr. Speaker, sir, as I conclude, Mr. Speaker, sir, as I conclude, Mr. Speaker, sir, as I conclude, I draw honorable members' attention to go through my speech and understand it that it is a speech that is wishing them all the best, because we believe that you can do better in the next 5 years, and that if you don't do that, Mr. Speaker, sir, the next government is coming. In the spirit of one Malawi, one people, and one nation, I thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for giving me this opportunity to address the House. Mr. Speaker, sir, you are a good person. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Order. Honourable members, honourable members, thank you very much, Leader of Opposition. Honourable members, before I invite the Leader of the House, let us calm down, let us cool off. The weather is good today. In the gallery, we have visitors coming from Lilongwe Kampuno constituency. May I ask my sister, Honorable Lilongwe Kampuno, if she's around? Do we have our visitors from Lilongwe Kampuno, Wisdom Private School? Wisdom Private School, please stand up. Wisdom, imani nonse, amene mwachokera ku Wisdom Private School. Takulandirani. Zikomo kwambiri. Tukufunirani maholiday abwino, Christmas, New Year. Zikomo kwambiri. Mukhoza kukhala pansi. Honourable members, I also have Tikoliwe Primary School coming from Chinji East. Tikoliwe Primary School, please stand. Moni. Honourable Chinji East.
Mr. Speaker, it's Chinji West.
Chinji West. Okay, please wave at your visitors. Takulandirani nonse mukhale ndi chuti chopambana. Zikomo kwambiri mukhoza kukhala pansi. Now I have another announcement. I would like Honorable Baba Malondera to stand up, and Honorable Mwaindalama. I'm using their names because that's how I got the report. Let's clap hands for them. And our main football team yesterday had a game, and we won the game by 2-1. The 2 goals for Parliament were scored by Honorable Baba Malondera and Honorable Mwaindalama. You may sit, Honourable members. And the losing team happens to be Parliament members of staff. And their 1 goal was scored by Mr. Mwaipopo. We also want to wish him a good holiday for that goal. Honourable members, the coach for this team is none other than Honourable Ulemu Sungama. That was the announcements. I hope we enjoyed them. May I now have your attention? Let me recognize the Leader of the House so that this House do adjourn, sign, die. Leader of the House.
Mr. Speaker, sir, as we rise sign die today, allow me.
Honourable members, let me have order. Let me have order.
Allow me to begin by expressing my profound gratitude to His Excellency Professor Peter Mutharika, President of the Republic of Malawi, for entrusting me with the honor and the responsibility of serving as leader of the House. I reaffirm my unwavering commitment to him and to our beloved country to discharge these duties with loyalty, diligence, and the highest sense of duty. Mr. Speaker, sir, the meeting that is coming to an end today commenced on Wednesday, 29th of October 2025, with the election of the speakership. May I take this opportunity to convey my heartfelt congratulations to you, Mr. Speaker, sir, and your two deputies for your election into these noble positions. Your stewardship during this meeting has greatly demonstrated your sound leadership. Let me also congratulate the newly elected leader of opposition on assuming this important office. I look forward to constructive engagement and a healthy democratic consultation as we collectively work to advance the interests of the Malawian people. At this juncture, Mr. Speaker, sir, allow me to outline the major business undertaken by this August House during this meeting. Mr. Speaker, sir, today, 5th December 2025, marks the conclusion of the first meeting of the 52nd session of Parliament. Over the past 5 weeks, the House undertook important business that has laid the foundation for the functioning of this new Parliament following the general elections of 16th September 2025. It is therefore befitting that I rise, as the tradition demands in this August House, to present a brief but comprehensive overview of the business transacted during this meeting and highlight key observations before I move the motion for the adjournment sine die. Government business. State opening of Parliament. Mr. Speaker, sir, on Friday, 31st October 2025, His Excellency the President, Professor Peter Mutharika, officially opened the 52nd session of Parliament and delivered his address marking the commencement of the 2025-2026 mid-year budget review meeting of Parliament and the official opening of the 52nd session of Parliament. Mr. Speaker, sir, following the state opening, the House suspended its proceedings to allow honorable members to undergo a series of orientation sessions for parliamentary committees. This orientation followed a major one which honorable members underwent for a period of 1 week to ensure that both new and returning members were fully equipped with knowledge and skills aimed at preparing them to assume their responsibilities successfully. Debate on the President's address. Mr. Speaker, sir, the House engaged in general debate on the President's address with contributions from both returning and newly elected honorable members. Several maiden speeches were made, and let me admit here that this time the court of debate was very outstanding, demonstrating the high caliber of honorable members of the Parliament we have during this parliamentary term. Honorable members, may I take this opportunity, therefore, to commend you for this spirit and urge you to continue for the success of our deliberations. Ministerial statements. Mr. Speaker, sir, during the meeting, the House considered the following ministerial statements. 1, a statement by the Minister of Agriculture on maize distribution, FISP, and mega farms. 2, a statement by the Minister of Local Government and Rural Development on the rebuilding of local leadership and revamping of the CDF for true community empowerment. 3, a statement by the Minister of Natural Resources, Energy and Mining on the state of electricity and fuel in the country. 4, a statement by the Minister of Transport and Public Works on the accelerating transport and public works development. 5, a statement by the Minister of Gender, Children, Disability and Social Welfare on the National Observance of Disability Rights Awareness Month in Malawi. And 6, a statement by the Honorable Minister of Education, Science and Technology on free secondary education. I wish to thank the ministers for proactively informing the House on the initiatives and issues being prioritized in their respective ministries. Confirmation of appointment of a public officer. Mr. Speaker, sir, the House confirmed Mr. Richard C.C. Ruhanga's appointment as Inspector General of Police in accordance with Section 1542 of the Constitution of the Republic of Malawi. Mid-year budget review. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Honorable Minister of Finance delivered the mid-year budget review motion on Friday, 21st November 2025, and the House debated the motion for a period of 5 days. This was followed by the Committee of Supply, during which the House considered the revised budget votes for the 2025-2026 as presented by the Honorable Minister of Finance. The House approved the estimates, which will guide government expenditure for the remaining period of the financial year. Bills. Mr. Speaker, sir, the House passed the following bills. 1, Bill number 24 of 2025, European Investment Bank, Malawi M1 Road Rehabilitation. 2, Loan Authorization. 2, Bill number 26 of 2025, OPEC Fund for International Development, Gender Water Supply and Sanitation Project, Loan Authorization. Bill number 27 of 2025, Supplementary Appropriation. Bill number 28 of 2025, Taxation Amendment. Bill number 29 of 2025, Value Added Tax Amendment. And finally, Private Members Bill number 2 of 2025, Constitutional Amendment. General business. With regard to general business, Mr. Speaker, sir, during this meeting, the House considered the following. Questions to ministers for oral replies under Standing Order 62 and 69. Mr. Speaker, sir, I am pleased to report that members utilized the provisions outlined in Standing Order 62 and 14 to raise questions to ministers for oral replies and inquiries concerning urgent matters as follows. During the course of the meeting, more than 50 questions were presented to various ministers for oral replies. These questions were accordingly addressed by respective ministers. In the same vein, members also raised some questions under Standing Order 69. Matters of urgent public importance under Standing Order 14. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Honorable Member of Blantyre Sochi Zingwangwa raised a matter of urgent public importance regarding the murder of a young female medical doctor in Blantyre, Chigumbura, pointing out concerns about national security and adequate measures to ensure citizen safety and security. The Honorable Member for Lilongwe Likuni raised a matter of urgent public importance regarding 2 young ladies who had been murdered in Area 49 and Likuni respectively, raising issues of security concern. The member for Maza Central raised a matter of urgent public importance under Standing Order 14 regarding the persistent loss of life due to thunder during the rainy season. Committee reports. The House considered and adopted with amendment the report of the Legal Affairs Committee on its analysis of the private members' Bill number 2 of 2025, that was constitutional amendment. Motions. Mr. Speaker, sir, I am delighted to inform the House that during this meeting, members utilized the private members' day by bringing issues that were of concern to the people of Malawi. During this meeting, the House considered and adopted the following motions. 1, motion on the President's address that the House do agree with the address graciously delivered by the President, His Excellency Professor Thabita Mutharika, on Friday, 31st of October 2025. 2, motion by the Leader of the House to appoint members of the Parliamentary Service Commission in Section 194D1B of the Constitution of the Republic of Malawi. 3, motion by the Honorable Minister of Homeland Security that Mr. Richard Ruhanga be confirmed in his appointment as Inspector General of Police in accordance with Section 1542 of the Constitution of the Republic of Malawi. 4, motion by the leader of the House to constitute parliamentary committees as provided under our standing orders and the Constitution. And finally, the honorable member from Zimba South moved a motion to introduce a private member's bill to provide appropriate legal framework for the Constituency Development Fund. Mr. Speaker, sir, on order and decorum. Throughout the meeting, the chair's guidance on procedural matters such as seating arrangements, points of order, and admissibility of matters before the courts was crucial in maintaining the order and decorum of parliamentary proceedings. Overall, I wish to commend the House and its entire membership for exercising order and decorum during this meeting. May I appeal to all members to continue with this spirit of conducting House business in a smooth manner to uphold the dignity of this august House. Mr. Speaker, sir, it would be remiss of me not to mention a concern on absenteeism of honorable members during this meeting. Honorable members, our attendance to this House needs to improve in our next meeting to show our seriousness and commitment to this job that we have been entrusted with by our constituents. As I conclude, Mr. Speaker, sir, allow me to express my deepest appreciation to you and your two deputies for your steady steward leadership during the course of this meeting. You have steered the transition period with diligence, dedication, and sound leadership. Your guidance, Right Honorable Speaker, has ensured that this House conducts its deliberations in an orderly manner as required by our standing orders. To all honorable members, I wish to extend my gratitude for your commitment, discipline, and the spirit of cooperation that prevailed despite occasional differences. The nation looks up to this august House for leadership as we deliberate on matters that affect the lives of people of this country. May I also commend you members for your contributions during this meeting, which has demonstrated our readiness to serve Malawians with honor and dedication. Finally, I wish to commend the Office of the Clerk of Parliament and the entire Secretariat for their professionalism and tireless support in facilitating the work of this House. Mr. Speaker, sir, I wanted to say one or two things before I beg to move. That time has come for us to stand in this House and be seen to be people that are representing the interests of Malawians. We've just come from a very, very rigorous political campaign. Politics is now gone. We are now at a point where we need to serve Malawians. From our end, we'll have no business of politicking. We stand here to serve the interests of Malawians. And we will not waste time finger pointing. We want to deliver to Malawians what we had promised to them. And let me assure this House that the government of Professor Mutharika will do whatever it takes within its means, within its capability, to deliver what it promised. When we are talking about 3 years, for us, we're not looking at 3 years. We are looking at yesterday. So be assured, colleagues, that the administration will serve the interests of Malawians, not the interests of individuals. With these remarks, Mr. Speaker, sir, I now beg to move that the House do adjourn, sign, die. I beg to move.
Thank you very much. Let's take our seats. Honourable members, let me have your attention. Attention. Honourable members, before I put the question as moved by the Leader of the House, Lilongwe Kampuno, please stand. Please rise. You were not here when your students were standing up. I just don't want them to go feeling that you were not in the house. There is Honorable from Lilongwe Kampuno constituency, Honorable Khadija Chunga, together with the Wisdom Private School. Thank you, Honorable. I'm sure they have seen you. You may take your seat.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Welcome. Honourable members, before I put the question as moved by the Leader of the House, I have some few remarks to make. As we conclude the first meeting of the 52nd session of Parliament, following the general elections on 16 September 2025, allow me to express my sincere appreciation to each one of you for the dedication and commitment you have demonstrated throughout this meeting. Let me once again congratulate you, honourable members, for your victory, and particularly for demonstrating that you are really representing your people in this august house. I have observed on the floor during this meeting that your contributions have been meaningful, and honourable members, you really deserved your victory. Honourable members, your maiden speeches have set a dignified and inspiring tone for the new Parliament. They have clearly reflected the aspirations of your constituents and your readiness to serve with integrity and purpose. I commend you for the passion and the vision displayed in your contributions. Honourable members, I wish to urge you to continue bringing forward issues of true public interests, issues that reflect the real needs and prioritizes the people of Malawi. We have seen during this meeting members bringing in questions under Standing Order 62 and 69, matters under Standing Order 14, which indeed reflected the interest of the general public. I say well done. Honourable members, your contribution should undeniably always aim at the greater good of our nation and the strengthening of our democratic institutions. In addition, honourable members, your dedication in the business of the House is an excellent indication that this new Parliament has begun its work on a strong and positive note. Congratulations once again, honourable members. At this juncture, I wish to take this opportunity to thank you once again, honourable members, for the trust and confidence you have bestowed on me and my two deputy speakers by electing us into our positions. I do not take this gesture for granted and wish to assure you that during my tenure, I will work very hard in order to uplift the welfare of members, staff, and the institution of Parliament as a whole. In addition, I wish to ensure that during my term, the visibility of Parliament will be enhanced through a number of initiatives which my office will undertake, including enhancing the oversight role through energized committees, Now, honourable members, to enhance our representational role, I appeal to you, honourable members, let us start by also allocating part of our CDF funds towards construction of our long-awaited resource centers in our constituencies. I pledge my support to you, honourable members, but for all this to happen, I rely on your continued support, just as you have demonstrated to me and my two deputies during this meeting. Coming to how we have conducted our deliberations during this meeting, I wish to commend both sides of the House for the dedication and hard-working spirit that you have demonstrated. The opposition side, led by the able leader of the opposition, has demonstrated a very good start by providing some positive and constructive alternative views to government. This is required for the promotion of our democratic governance and national development. This is very good for our national building and prosperity of our people whom we are here to represent. Similarly, from the government side, through the leader of the House and all cabinet ministers, you have been forthcoming by ensuring that business flows very smoothly on the floor of the House. The leader of the House was always on top of business, giving guidance and direction when the House needed it. Thank you very much, Honorable Leader, Cabinet Ministers, and the entire House membership for the cooperation and support rendered to my office during this meeting. However, honourable members, while we celebrate these achievements, it is also important to reflect on areas where improvement is required. My office is concerned on a number of issues as follows. Number one, honourable members, is the non-compliance on procedure for the introduction of bills. Allow me to remind the House, particularly the leadership from the government side, of the importance and strictly adhering to the standing orders governing the procedure for the introduction of bills to this House. These rules are essential safeguards designed to ensure order, transparency, and adequate preparation for meaningful debate. You may wish to note that Standing Order 125, Clause 2, outlines the 28 days notice period required for every bill to be circulated well in advance to allow members sufficient time for study and consultations. This ensures transparency, preparedness, and meaningful legislative scrutiny. Honourable members, the accommodation provided under Standing Order 126, Clause 1B, for a 7-day notice and circulation of government bills was meant to allow for emergency bills, which cannot wait for 28-day rule because of their urgency. I noticed that for this meeting, the 28-day rule has been cast aside for the 7-day rule. Let me stress, and I hope that this is clearly understood on the government side, that the notice period for circulation of a bill is 28 days. Whenever there's need to waive these provisions, there are always procedures which should be followed, and our standing orders are very clear in terms of the waiver for the notice period, which requires a written submission with adequate justification to my office. I, have to approve the submission before the bill is moved. And even on the floor, the reasons have to be cited clearly before the waiver is approved. I wish to stress that my office will strictly adhere to these rules. Of course, considering the urgency of some bills, like money-related bills, my office will always be supportive to government in order to facilitate the passage in this House within the set procedures. I therefore wish to urge the leadership of the government side and related ministries involved in the drafting and submission of bills to ensure strict compliance with these standing orders. Let us work together to uphold the highest standards of legislative practice, maintain order in transacting business of the House, and to protect the credibility of our lawmaking process. I trust, going forward, all procedures relating to introduction of bills will be handled in full accordance with standing orders. The second issue, honourable members, my office has registered a lot of absenteeism of some members, particularly those who were absent without seeking leave of absence from my office. Honourable members, such conduct undermines the seriousness of our work and the expectations of the people we represent. I wish to urge members to adhere strictly to the standing orders and to ensure that proper procedures are followed at all times. Remember that for every meeting of Parliament, honourable members are always summoned. I'll repeat. Remember that for every meeting of Parliament, honourable members are always summoned to attend. It is a must for every member to attend every meeting, and within the meeting, every sitting without fail, unless there are justified reasons which my office should authorize. From now onwards, my office will therefore require to receive an attendance register on a daily basis, either for plenary meetings or committee meetings. And if, following the analysis which my office will be making, find that some members are absconding from these meetings without valid reasons, appropriate action will be taken, including deduction of allowances under Standing Order 41, Clause 3, and in cases of prolonged absence, relevant sanctions in exercise of my powers as a Speaker, including those contained in the National Assembly Powers and Privileges Act. In the same vein, honourable members, I expect you to attend the business of this House or committees on time. Punctuality will be enforced together with absenteeism in this term. Thirdly, I wish to express my concern regarding instances where members interrupted others while speaking, as well as cases of members crossing the floor when the House is conducting business. These actions violate our own standing orders and disrupt the decorum and dignity of the House. Honourable members, let's desist from these practices and expect that we will see a positive change in this behavior moving forward. Allow me, honourable members, to underscore an important principle that has sustained this House over the years, namely, respect for the chair, respect for one another, and respect for the standing orders that govern our work. Respect is the foundation that allows us to accommodate differing views while maintaining order and progress. When members disregard these values, the House is disrupted and the dignity of Parliament is diminished. I therefore urge all members to recommit to these values so that this House can continue to operate with decorum and mutual respect. As we adjourn this meeting, let me remind you, honourable members, that committee meetings will follow soon. I encourage each one of you to plan ahead and participate actively with the same energy and dedication you have demonstrated during this plenary assembly. In multiple occasions during your orientations, you were told, and I am sure that by now you have seen it, honourable members, that committee work is indeed the engine of Parliament's business. It is an extension of this House, and it forms the foundation of many of the discussions and decisions made in this House. I therefore urge you, honourable members, to take committee responsibilities seriously and to remember that the same rules that apply in the chamber also apply in committee rooms. Furthermore, I would like to encourage you, honourable members, to apply the knowledge gained from the orientations and the best practices of Parliament by utilizing evidence-based approaches in your committee findings and recommendations. On this point, I wish to stress that we have elected chairpersons for all parliamentary committees. My office will ensure that funding to committees is always adequate and made timely to facilitate your oversight roles. May I appeal to all committee chairpersons to work with dedication and commitment to ensure that Parliament delivers to this nation through committees. Vibrant committees give people and the nation at large hope and confidence in their Parliament, since it is through this oversight role that we make our sons and daughters proud of us. I wish to urge all chairpersons to take a leading role in ensuring that committees deliver according to their mandates. If a chairperson does not tick, please kindly step down. Or my office will come in to dismiss you. Or indeed, before you are removed, before all that, you will be removed by your fellow members in your committees. Honourable members, during the inaugural meeting of the 52nd session of Parliament, my apologies, I'll take that again. As I conclude, honourable members, let me once again extend my heartfelt appreciation to my two deputy speakers, the leader of the House, the leader of the opposition, party whips through the business committee, all the party leaders represented in this august House, the Parliamentary Service Commission, and most importantly to you, all honourable members, for your unwavering support to my office, commitment and dedication to your duty and the functioning of this House. I say bravo to you for the outstanding work done during the first meeting, more especially for taking Parliament forward. I would like to extend my sincere appreciation to the Secretariat, led by the Clerk of Parliament and all members of staff for their support they have given to my office, and all honourable members during this inaugural meeting of the 52nd session of Parliament. Finally, honourable members, as you return to your respective constituencies, I wish you a restful break and a pleasant festive season. Please go celebrate responsibly and travel safely. I look forward to welcoming you back with renewed energy and commitment as we continue serving the people of Malawi with honor and dedication. Let me be the first person to therefore wish you happy holidays, honorable members. Thank you very much, honorable members. Before I put the question, let me thank you very much, honorable members, and may God bless you all. With these long remarks, I now put the question that this House do adjourn, sign, die. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary opinion say no. The ayes have it and the motion is carried. The House is adjourned, sign, die.
Well, that is how the National Assembly has wrapped up its business in the first meeting of the 52nd session, which is also the 2025-2026 mid-year budget review meeting. Today, the House tackled questions to the Ministry of Health that's under general business, and the questions came from the following honorable members from Zomba Malosa, Kasungu Municipal, and Mwanza Central, among others. The House also tackled a question under Standing Order 69 from Kasungu West to the Ministry of Lands, and the question was to do with danger that people staying near Kasungu National Park buffer zone are facing. The Minister of Finance, Economic Planning and Decentralization laid at the table the Economic and Fiscal Policy Statement of 2026. The House has since referred their statement to the Parliamentary Committee on Budget for further scrutiny. Being the last day of sitting in the first meeting of the 52nd session, both leaders of the House and opposition gave their adjournment remarks, giving a picture of how business was conducted during the sitting. And for now, let us take a look at the business that the House deliberated on in the past 4 weeks. Under government business, the House debated the President's address delivered in the House by His Excellency, the President, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, on Friday, 31st October 2025, marking the state opening of the meeting. Both returning and newly elected honorable members made their contributions towards the statement, including their maiden speeches, especially for the newly elected members. 6 ministries presented their ministerial statements over the past 4 weeks, and these ministries include Ministry of Agriculture presented a statement on maize distribution, FISIP and mega farms. Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development presented a statement on the rebuilding of local leadership and revamping of the CDF for true community empowerment. The Minister of Natural Resources, Energy and Mining presented a statement on the state of electricity and fuel in the country. Ministry of Transport and Public Works presented a statement on the accelerating transport and public works development. Minister of Gender, Children and Disability and Social Welfare presented a statement on the National Observance of Disability Rights Awareness Month in Malawi, and the Minister of Education, Science and Technology presented a statement on free secondary school education. The House confirmed Mr. Richard C.C. Luhanga's appointment as Inspector General of Police in accordance with Section 154, subsection 2 of the Constitution of the Republic of Malawi. And members of Parliament also passed the mid-year review budget, which increased from the initial 8.077 trillion kwacha to 8.59 trillion kwacha to guide government expenditure for the last quarter of the financial year. The budget has been revised upwards with an increase of 512.6 billion kwacha. The House also passed 6 bills. We're still under government business, and these bills are namely Bill number 24 of 2025, European Investment Bank, Malawi, M1 Road Rehabilitation 2, that's a loan authorization bill. Bill number 26 of 2025, OPEC Fund for International Development for Gender Water Supply and Sanitation Project, another loan authorization bill. Bill number 27 of 2025, a supplementary appropriation. Bill number 28 of 2025, taxation, that's an amendment bill. Bill number 29 of 2025, value added tax amendment. And private members bill number 2 of 2025, constitution amendment. Under general business, the House considered laying at the table names of successful candidates of Member of Parliament as delivered by the Malawi Electoral Commission. Honorable members also elected the speakership of the House and leadership of political parties. Various ministries addressed over 50 questions presented by the members, and the House considered about 4 different motions and a petition that honorable members should formulate parliamentary standing orders to allow the use of indigenous language in Malawi. Meanwhile, Speaker of the National Assembly, Right Honorable Sami Gafar Suleiman MP, has adjourned the House. Signed die. Mene monso ndi mene zayendera zokambirana za aphungu kuno ku nyumba ya malamulo lero lachisanu pa 5 December 2025, lomwenso ndi tsiku lomwe aphunguwa amaliza zokambirana zawo zoyamba mu mkumano wa namba 52. Aphungu a nyumbayi anayamba zokambirana zawo pofunsa mafunso ku nduna oona za umoyo. Ena mwa aphungu amene afunsa mafunso mtsikuli ndi monga aphungu wa dera la Zomba Malosa, phungu wa dera la Kasungu Municipal, komanso phungu wa dera la Mwanza Central mwa ena. Phungu wa dera la Kasungu West anafunsa funso ku nduna ona za malo lokhudza chiopsezo chomwe chili pa anthu okhala m'madera akufupi ndi nkhalango yosungirako nyama ya Kasungu National Park imeneyi. Funsoli analifunsa motsogozedwa ndi gawo 69 la ndondomeko yoyendetsera zokambirana za aphungu m'nyumbayi. Unduna ona za chuma mtsikuli wapereka ripoti. Ripoti imeneli ndi lokhudza ndondomeko ya chuma cha boma ya 2026. Nyumbayi yapereka ripoti ili ku komiti ya nyumba ya malamulo yoona za chuma kuti ayioneke. Pokhala tsiku lotsiriza la zokambirana za aphungu mkumanowu, mtsogoleri wa zokambirana za aphungu nyumbayi komanso mtsogoleri wa kumbali yotsutsa boma nyumbayi analankhulapo pamomwe zokambirana za aphungu zayendera msabata zinayi zimenezi, kungokumbutsana zina mwa zinthu zikuluzikulu zomwe nyumbayi yakambirana msabata zimene zapitazi. Kumbali ya boma, nyumbayi inakambirana ndithu za uthenga omwe mtsogoleri wa dziko lino Profesa Arthur Peter Mutharika adalankhula nyumbayi lachisanu pa 31 October 2025 pomwe amatsegulira mkumano wa aphungu ochuluka akhala kupereka ndithu ndemanga zawo pa zomwe anayankhula mtsogoleriyo. Maunduna asanu ndi umodzi 6 amenewa apereka ndithu malipoti a maunduna awo msabata zapitazi. Maunduna awa ndi monga unduna oona za ulimi omwe unapereka ripoti la momwe ntchito yogawa chimanga, zipangizo za ulimi zotsika mtengo komanso ntchito za minda ikuluikulu zayendera. Unduna oona za maboma ang'ono ndi chitukuko cha mmidzi unapereka ripoti lokhudza kukonzanso utsogoleri ndi kuonjezera thumba la ndalama za chitukuko cha madera la CDF. Unduna oona za chilengedwe, mphamvu ndi migodi unapereka ripoti lokhudza nkhani za magetsi ndi mafuta m'dziko muno. Unduna oona za mayendedwe ndi ntchito unapereka ripoti lake lokhudza kupititsa patsogolo ntchito zake. Unduna oona kuti pasakhale kusiyana pakati pa amayi ndi abambo, ana, aulumali ndi chitukuko cha anthu unapereka ripoti lokhudza kukhazikitsa mwezi okumbukira ufulu wa anthu aulumali m'dziko muno. Komanso unduna oona za maphunziro, sayansi ndi technology unapereka ripoti lake lokhudza maphunziro aulere a sukulu za sekondari. Mkatikati mwa zokambiranazi, aphungu anavomerezanso kusankhidwa kwa Mr. Richard C.C. Luhanga kukhala mkulu wa apolisi m'dziko muno, Inspector General of Malawi Police, motsogozedwa ndi gawo 154 ndime yachiwiri ya malamulo akulu a dziko lino. Mu mkumanowu aphungu avomerezanso ndipo ndondomeko ya theka la chuma cha boma la 2025-2026 yomwe yakwera kuchoka pa 8.077 trillion kwacha kufika pa 8.59 trillion kwacha. Izi zikusonyeza kuti ndondomeko ya chuma cha bomayi yakwera ndi ndalama zokwana 512 billion kwacha kuti boma ligwiritse ntchito miyezi itatu ya chaka cha boma yomwe yatsalayi. Nyumba ya malamulo yavomerezanso makamaka idavomereza mabiro okwana asanu ndi imodzi 6 musabata zinayi zapitazi. Ena mwa iwo ndi bill number 24 ya 2025 imene ili bill yololeza boma kutenga ngongole ku banki ya European Investment yokonzera msewu wa M1 mugawo lachiwiri. Bill number 26 ya 2025 imene yololeza boma kutenga ngongole yogwirira ntchito ya chitukuko cha madzi ya Agenda Water Supply and Sanitation Project OPEC Fund for International Development. Bill number 27 ya 2025 imene ili supplementary appropriation imene ili bill yokhudzana ndi kuvomerezedwa kwa ndondomeko ya chuma cha boma. Pamakhala mabiru amene amathandizira boma kuti liyambe kugwiritsa ntchito ndondomeko ya chuma imene yavomerezedwa. Ina mwa biru yogwirizana ndi kuvomerezedwa kwa ndondomeko ya chaka cha chuma cha boma ndi bill number 28 ya 2025 imene ili yokhudza misonkho kukonzanso kumeneko amendment. Bill number 29 ya 2025 imene ili yokhudza misonkho makamaka msonkho umene umadulidwa pa katundu yemwe anthu amagula value added tax imeneyo amendment inso. Komanso bill number 2 ya 2025 yomwe aphungu anabweretsa nyumbayi yokhudza kukonzanso malamulo aakulu kuti alole aphungu kumakhala nawo pa ziganizo zokhudza chitukuko cha thumba la CDF. Nyumbayi mkatikati mwa zokambiranazi tinaonanso ndithu maunduna osiyanasiyana akuyankha mafunso oposa 50 kuchokera kwa aphungu osiyana-siyananso. Tinaonanso mapempho omwe anabwera nyumbayi amene analipo anayi ndi pempho limodzi lopempha kuti aphungu azilankhula zilankhulo zakwathu konkuno mnyumbayi kuti azitha kukhala mwina ndi kuthekera komasuka pa zokambirana mnyumbayi. Pakadali pano Spika wa Nyumba ya Malamulo olemekezeka Samir Gafar Suleiman ayimitsa zokambirana za aphungu kufikira mtsogolo pomwe mtsogoleri wa dziko lino mogwirizana ndi aspika a Nyumba ya Malamulo adzayitanitse mkumano wa aphungu monga momwe malamulo a dziko lino amanenera pa Chingerezi timati sign die. Malo mwa anzanga onse ogwira ntchito kuno ku Parliament Broadcasting ine ndingoti zikomo kwambiri kuti munali nafe kutsatira zonse zomwe zimachitika kuno pa zokambirana za aphungu a Nyumba ya Malamulo kwa sabata zinayi zimenezi. Ndine Linda Masinga, pitirizani kuonera programu otsatira.